What's up, everybody? This is Kyle Altendifer. I figured out some cool stuff inside of Ableton Live today, or the other day, and thought I'd share the information with you. Could prove very useful for a number of things, and there's a lot of applications for this. Basically, what I was searching for was to try to do something like in the Electro style, say Sebastian or Justice, or everybody knows the example of Skrillex. It's like one melody or chord progression flowing through a bunch of different synths or timbres and quickly cutting between them all. So what you're really hearing is one melody line and phrase, but you're hearing it through a bunch of different timbres, more or less. So it ends up sounding pretty complicated, but in reality, it's just kind of one melody. Let's just do a quick little listen. This is a pre-rendered. So that was basically 3 synthesizer sounds, cutting very quickly in between them all and giving you that nice variation so you don't get so bored with just one sound. Aren't we all ADD or something, right? Anyways, you can do this by resampling the phrase, right? By routing your audio out to another track and using a patch in a certain synthesizer, playing the one phrase, recording it, and then using a different patch or different synthesizer and recording that as well. And then you'll take that product and kind of maybe go to arrangement view, say, and kind of slice them all up and only have certain parts of each synth or that you want to emphasize play at certain times. And you'll end up with kind of the example I played at the very beginning. The deal is when you're dealing with audio, you're still going to be able to change the sound quite a bit, but there's nothing like having your hands on the synthesizer and being able to change all that stuff on the fly through automation and such, right? So let's try to do that without resampling by using an instrument rack. Here I've got 3 instances of Massive set up, all of which have different patches. Let's take a listen to each one of these really quickly by themselves. Kind of a bubbly, organic feel. That one's more kind of glitchy, a little similar to the first, but and then the third one's just chords, playing with kind of a very slow attack type of deal going on there. Now, how are we going to get these all, or how did I get these to all play just separately on each chain? Well, first you're going to go to your clip envelopes and modulation, right? And I have turned down the volume on each chain for the ones that I don't want to play, right? If that makes sense. So on the mixer on chain 1 of Massive, it's all the way up. On chain 2, all the way down. And chain 3, all the way down. So that means it's just going to play my first chain, although MIDI is being sent to all 3 of them, and technically behind the scenes they're all working pretty hard. You're only going to hear the one with the volume all the way up. So, and let's just look at one more. On this one, on the mixer for chain 2, the volume is all the way up, and then for the other 2, the volume's all the way down. So now, how can we get these to quickly cut between each other without thinking too hard and spending too much time? Well, maybe you'll think a little bit of how to make that work, and we will use legato mode and follow actions to do that very quickly. Kind of randomize everything that's happening. So you're going to want to select all your clips. Select one, hold shift, select the top one. And then we're going to go down there to launch properties with this little L button and click legato mode. Make sure that's enabled. that's more or less gonna be when we play these clips and keep pressing play on a different one, it's always gonna keep in phrase with what was playing previous because they're all the same length. I think in this case it's 8 bars, maybe 4. I don't remember. But then we're going to set up our follow actions here so that we don't have to click those buttons. You can be really specific about what you want to do, but here it's just going to be random, quick and dirty. So we have our follow action time set up for every quarter note. That's what the 1 is here. 2 would be for every 2 quarter notes. 3 would be for every 3, and 4 you won't actually get to. It'll change this number up here to a 1, which means an entire bar. Our follow action here is set to other, and as I said, you can make this complicated if you want per clip and set up a very specific way to do it, but here we just want some random chaos. And the follow action percentage is going to be 1 selected here, and see over here there's a 0% chance that it's gonna do nothing, and there's a 1% chance that it's gonna do something, which is this action, which means it's always going to do this no matter what. And now that's happening for all the clips. Sorry. So let's press play on any of these, really. Pretty cool, huh? Just randomly switching between all those sounds, giving us a nice soundscape, you know? So why do I already told you, why do I want to stay in this realm of MIDI? Well, so I can go in and automate this stuff later. Let's record this to our session view real quick. We're going to record ARM and press play on this controlled chaos scene and just see what happens. Cool. Check that out. I just arranged some pretty hot shite right there and really didn't do much except figure out a trick. So now that we have all these clips that are actually MIDI data, we can go in and we can automate a bunch of things. So basically, we go to our clip envelopes and we can see here things that have already been automated will be in with this little red dot, so I can tell from before that this one is my first chain. So I want to automate something in the massive, and you can automate almost everything. You're gonna have to configure your plugin to make those parameters show up, but I've just got some quick and dirty ones already set up so we can do this fast. Now I'll just draw in some automation. It's just going to be on that clip, so I can reset there. Quickly over to the second one, which is chain 2. Let's select massive on chain 2, see what we got to automate here. There's a dry wet of one of my parameters inside massive. Let's turn it all the way dry for that one. We'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone. We'll change this one. Excuse me. And this is going to be, looks like chain 3 here. So let's go to a third massive. What can we automate? Looks like there's another dry wet parameter that I set up that could prove to be useful. Let's just do a random fade. Another one here. We already automated at the beginning, so let's not worry about it. This is going to be chain 2 now, because there's nothing on the mixer, right? I've been meticulous about my editing, right? And now let's play this back. So, I guess you kind of get the implications as to what is going on there, right? So, You can do this with audio too. I've already set these up over here to in Legato mode like we did our MIDI clips. Let's just do a quick little example of what that does as well. Watch out, your computer might explode. So you can see it cycling through those clips really fast. I could just do something real quick and reverse. Yeah. I mean, the application could be about anything. It's up to you to figure it out. And I hope you come up with some crazy ideas and make some crazy music. I hope you enjoyed this and it helps you out. Take care, my friends. Later.
Such a dark day to have to always feel this way, and the